Hi People is pleased to present 40 Days 40 FinTechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 FinTechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
My name is Laban Jemba, and I'm the enterprise leader at Xuldime, that's operated by Lipa Mobile. So Xuldime started in 2018, around about June. That is when we rebranded and repackaged all the products of Lipa Mobile that had to do with school services. So what does it exactly do? It is a platform, it's a digital platform for parents to manage their children's education expenses and also the health, academic and other school affairs information. So the parents will use their phones. They could use their smartphone by downloading the Xuldime Parent from the Play Store, or they could use a USSD code. And being an IoT system, it's also integrated into the mobile money platforms here, MTN and Airtel, and now on to the major banks. Apart from the obvious, which is school fees, we do pocket money, and that is a digital wallet for the kids to actually run their shopping at the school canteens. Here the parents will actually use the app, USSD or the Xuldime Parent app, to actually send money onto a student held wallet card, smart card that the child uses at the school canteen to do their shopping, just like you do in a supermarket. The parents are also able to buy scholastic materials or other school requirements or school needs for kids remotely from the comforts of their homes or workplaces or anywhere where they were in the world. They will do that from the platform, select the items that have been requested to buy or items that are permissible by the school, and these things will be actually delivered to the school directly to the child, who will use their smart card to authenticate the delivery or the receipt of the goods. The other product that we have is an attendance and academic performance monitoring and remote product, which the parent can access this information again from the palm of their hands. We also have a hybrid conferencing event management platform where schools can manage all these events like school days for people who can't attend in person, or those who are attending, they could be few, and it also helps them disseminate reports and all specific information to targeted communications to these particular parents in the different sectors or classes. During this pandemic, we've actually upgraded the attendance application and integrated an application that allows the Ministry of Health and Education, who we are now partnering with for school-based COVID-19 surveillance. So the schools are able to comply with the requirement for them to report on any COVID-related information on a daily basis, actually twice in a day. So it narrows down the time they need to actually capture the data in a manual format. This does it in a digital format and records this information, not just the temperature, but all the other symptoms reported to all the sectors of the Ministry of Health in real time. Apart from the fact that we're currently in a partial lockdown for most of the education institutions, but all our products are almost like we're already geared to this kind of thing. So when you talk about remote pocket money, parents don't have to go to the schools to send this pocket money. They do it from wherever they are. If they have to buy items for the kids, they don't have to go into the shopping malls. They don't have to go there in many numbers. And they also, since they're not reporting to schools, this system allows the goods to arrive at the schools with no exposure. Now, in terms of cash movement in schools, we know that that's been a factor in the communities. Cash has also been responsible for spreading the COVID-19. Now, for our case, there's no exchange of cash, so nobody's touching any monies. It's digital transactions at the schools. The list included, I think we're talking about people who don't have perhaps bank accounts and that kind of thing. Well, for us, many of the would have been unincluded people do have mobile phones and are connected onto mobile money. So they are able to actually do their planning from their phones and do their micro savings for the school expenses from their phones. And they manage these on their phones remotely. So we find that for most homes where dropout of children has been a high prevalent issue, mostly it's the girls that are most vulnerable to being let out first. Simply because, not necessarily because the homestays don't have the money, but they don't have a means to actually manage the finances. So this tool enables those girls to stay in school because money is being managed better. Yes, women or mothers are the ones that actually use the system most because perhaps they understand things of savings, micro savings better than the men. Whereas at the same time, fathers do a lot of transactions for their girl child, and we are in a lot of girls' schools too. Any feature phone can be operated by the low end or what you'd say most excluded. So a features phone will access our platform using a USSD code, *70*7#, and they will be into Xuldime and they can transact. So yes, low cost device for the parents. But at the same time, when they do send their funds, they actually reflect on the child's account in real time. It's an integrated system with the mobile money platforms, and the banks now are also integrating. And with the system at the school, they acting as the local validation servers, the reflection of the transactions is in real time. Also for the vendors who are actually providing the service. The 40 Days 40 Fintechs shines a spotlight on the various innovations in the industry. The innovations are exposed to the venture capitalists and also other market stakeholders such as the customers, but also helps us to peer network better and peer learn from one another, and we get encouraged, we get moral encouragement. The main challenges have been lack of exposure of the market to the full products or innovations that are available through communication barriers and other infrastructure barriers for them to access the services. However, that aside as a challenge, we innovators sometimes don't have the funds, the funds to actually fund our innovations, do the research, do the marketing, do the development. So that's a big challenge. Most of the funds that are probably available are from venture firms or programs that are outside of the country, coming from outside of the country, but probably as a request to our government, perhaps there's more money could actually be availed to the industry here for research, and maybe more innovation hubs that are government funded that would actually help in starting up the innovations, especially the FinTech innovations infrastructure, and perhaps also working with the stakeholders, government working with the stakeholders such as the telecoms who are doing the mobile payments and the banks to actually, be more receptive to ideas and more supportive and less predatory, if I may use the word, and help the innovators grow and give them the confidence that they can actually reveal their small innovation secrets to them without fear that, they could be thrown off the table. The first place to get more information about Xuldime is xuldime.com, and that Xuldime is spelled Xuldime, and that is Xuldime. The school, XUL, is that's how the kids these days call school as their lingo, and the dime is for a little bit of an older generation, the parents, dime, so it stands for school money and school money management. Xuldime, xuldime.com, so you get more information there.
40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crossleg Technologies, Modus Box, Mojaloop Foundation, and Level 1 Projects.